Hey everybody, thanks for watching. This is Wisconsin Shoe Guy, and today we're going to do a shoe adjacent video about shoe horns. Now, this is the shoe horn that I use all the time. This was gifted to me from Francis Waplinger, and just a beautiful shoe horn. I actually have two of these, one that came with the final pair of shoes and one that came with a trial pair. And I joked with him and I said, wow, you really want me to use a shoe horn with this trial pair? And he laughed and he went, well, yeah, of course, you should always use a shoe horn. And I have to admit that early in my shoe career, I did not use a shoe horn every time, but now that I have tighter fitting shoes, it is necessary, and it does make a huge difference in not how they fit just now, but how they fit always. Those shoes that I have that I've never worn without a shoe horn still stay crisp and clean and really work well. What I like about this is that the shoe horn itself is pretty thin, and what I don't like is that it can be kind of big. So the heel, which of course is, it feels like it stretches in order to get this in and out. So something to think about. Now, this one is one of the free ones that comes with shoes. This is from Banafe, and is thinner, still has rounded, still kind of files down to a point at the end, which is good. Also has this really nice shape, which is about the same, a little bit more so, and also will work. So this is a good example of a free one that you can just use over and over and over again. I have a number of these. Obviously, I have a number of their shoes, and just a great little horn. And you don't have to spend a lot of money for these. Now, I have Allen Edmonds shoe horns. I have Alden shoe horns. A lot of the brands come with them. I've probably got 20 or 30 different brands. So really kind of cool thing to do. Now, my friend at Beto's Leatherworks, Steve Dudakalian, put together this for me as part of our Allen Edmonds enthusiasts. I did a visit to Allen Edmonds with Steve, and we commemorated the trip with a pair of shoe trees and this beautiful horn that he made, which I think is just fantastic. It is, however, probably has a horn like this inside, and so the leather on top of it makes it a little bit thick. Now, that's fine when I'm wearing a really big heeled shoe like an Allen Edmonds or an Alden. It's not fine when I'm wearing like a really slick hole cut. So something to think about, but I do love it. It's beautiful work, as everything that Steve does, and just a cool thing. And I know he's selling these even today. So, and that was a number of years ago. Now this, I wanted to get a real shoe horn. And so I went out and I looked for these. My family had given me some shoe horns, and they were long, but, either had fancy wood handles and then just like a little shoe horn at the end. But I wanted one that was actually made out of horn, and a relatively large one, thinking for boots, or in earlier days, it was harder to bend over. Now, not so much. So beautiful work, but not thinned down very much. And, has the little bevel here for the hands, but not as rounded either for getting into the shoes. So that, I would say, is a little bit of a downside. Now this was, on Amazon, I think I spent 25 bucks on these, and this range in this size can go like to 200. So it all depends on the quality of the horn and the quality of the craftsmanship, and actually to do it. It's kind of like those Instagram videos that you see where it costs so much because it took me hours. Well, they didn't do a lot of finishing on this, so it didn't take as long, so it's cheaper. Not a surprise there. Now, speaking of horn, my most recent horn purchase is this one. This is also a natural horn, and this is from Edward Green. And very, very small, kind of a pocket, kind of a travel size. What I like about this, though, is that it's small and that it is very, very well thinned out at the edge, so I can kind of get in and out very easily. So I've only used it a few times, but it's worked like a champ. Pretty happy with it. Now, sometimes we go a little nutsy cuckoo and we get something that's artistic. And this is a beautiful shoe horn, very artistic, looks like a feather, right? Now this is made by Acme Shoes, okay? They did a really nice job with this. They actually gifted this to me as well. And I'm very, very excited that I have this. And wouldn't you know it, this beautiful, intricate horn works like a champ. You just grab it like this and you slide in, you slide out. It is rounded, almost exactly the same as the Edward Green. So, those guys at Acme, they know what they're doing. So anyway, just a few different shoe horns here for your viewing pleasure. Again, you don't have to spend a lot of money, but if you're gonna spend money, find the things that you really like about them. This is I think it was 20 bucks, not a lot, and they did just a phenomenal job. This also about 20 bucks. They did not. This retails quite a bit more than that, so something to keep in mind. And of course, where you can get something like this, where it's covered in leather, really, really good, but make sure that you're using this for your larger heeled shoes, because your thin shoes, it's just not as practical. So this is Wisconsin Shoe Guy, and I'm out. Thanks for watching.